Hello students, let us discuss today about heterotrophic nutrition from chapter Life Processes 10th Standard NCRT. So what is heterotrophic nutrition? Heterotrophic nutrition is when an organism depends for food on other organisms or other plants, then it is called as a heterotroph. These organisms, they cannot prepare their own food like plants. There are different types of heterotrophs. First, we'll discuss about herbivores. Animals, those feed on plants, are called as herbivores or herbivorous organisms. They form the primary consumers in the food chain. They take the food from the plants and then they are eaten by the secondary consumers. So, herbivores are examples like cow, like buffalo, like deers, like zebras, elephants, etc. So, next are carnivores. Who are carnivores? Animals feeding on other animals are called as carnivorous organisms. They form the secondary consumers, that is, they feed on primary consumers. Examples lion, tigers, even many birds like eagles or hyenas, fox, etc. Now let us discuss about the third type of heterotrophism, that is saprophytes. Who are saprophytes? The organisms which break down food outside the body by secreting enzymes and then they absorb the digested food, the nutrients. These organisms are called as saprophytes. Examples different types of mushrooms, fungi, unicellular fungus like yeast, or molds like rhizopus and mucor. They show saprophytic nutrition. They release enzymes outside the body. They feed upon the dead decaying matter. They break down the complex substances into simpler one and then they absorb the simpler digested food with the help of root-like structures which are called as rhizoids. So saprophytes. Next type is detrivore and scavenger. Now let us see the difference between detrivore and scavenger and exact meaning of the word detrivore and scavenger. Detrivore organism feeds on dead decaying organic matter, whereas the scavengers, they feed on the leftover matter. Let us see example of a detrivore. Earthworms are the best example for detrivore. They feed on the organic matter that is present in the soil and therefore it is called as earthworm. It will convert these complex organic substances in the soil into simple inorganic substances, and therefore we say that the soil in which earthworms are raised, they are rich in nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium and different types of minerals. So thus detrivores like earthworm, they feed on the organic matter, dead decaying matter present in the soil, converting the organic matter into inorganic form. Whereas scavengers are organisms like fox, vultures, they feed on the leftover matter. Suppose a lion is preying a deer. Once he's fulfilled his hunger, the lion will go away, and whatever remains are remaining on the ground, vultures and fox and wolves will come and feed on them. Therefore, they are called as scavengers. Scavengers means cleaners. They clean the environment, they feed on the leftover matter. The next type are parasites. Who are parasites? It is also a type of heterotrophism. The parasites, they feed on their host. They try not to kill them, but during the process, they harm the host. There are two types of parasites, ectoparasites and endoparasites. First, let us see the examples of ectoparasites. Cuscuta or amarvale, this yellow color wiry plant, it is an angiospermic plant because it produces flowers. It grows on other green plants like jujube, bear, and it will take the nourishment from the xylem and phloem from the tissues of the host plant, indirectly harming the plant. So, Cuscuta is a parasite on other green plants. This is a tick, which is an ectoparasite, which usually feeds on blood or skin matter present not only in our skin but also the skin of buffaloes and dogs. Ticks are found. This is louse or lice, which is present in the hair of us or even animals. So these are ectoparasites feeding on the body of the host, either blood or taking the direct nourishment, as in case of Cuscuta, from the body of the host. In the process, they harm the host. The second type of parasites are endoparasites. You can see in the picture Ascaris, and the other is tapeworm. They stay inside the body of the organisms and they harm the organism. They have suckers and hooks with which they attach to the inner walls of the intestine, and they get the nourishment, they derive the nourishment inside the body, and they grow there, develop there, harming the host body. Next, we'll discuss about one more type of heterotropism, that is sanguivores. Who are sanguivores? Parasites which feed on the blood of the host are called as sanguivorous or sanguivores animals. Example, mosquito. Mosquito is an ectoparasite which feed on our human blood. Only the female mosquitoes they feed on the blood. The male mosquitoes always feed upon the cell sap, the watery material present in the cell of plants. But the female mosquito, it feeds on the blood of the human body, so it is a sanguivore. Another example of a ectoparasite who is sanguivore is leech. Leech usually feeds on the blood of buffaloes or cattle which swim in pond, but even they can suck human blood. So these are different types. Now let us discuss about decomposers. Decomposers are those organisms which will decompose the dead organic remains and convert them into simpler substances like worms, earthworms, snails, mushrooms, insects, bacteria. All these microorganisms, along with organisms like flies, like mushrooms, like worms, which are macroorganisms, they break down the complex organic matter which is found in the soil, and it converts them into simple inorganic matter. So earthworms, they are detrivore also, they are decomposers also. Mushrooms are saprophytes also, they are decomposers also. And of course, many types of bacteria, not all types, but many types of bacteria are acting as decomposers, and therefore they are used in biogas plants where they decompose the organic matter and we utilize carbon dioxide, which is useful for us. So these are different types of heterotrophic nutrition. I hope you have understood it. Thank you.